Welcome to another edition of the Social Proof Podcast, where we teach entrepreneurship, and that's all we teach. We don't do nothing else but entrepreneurship, but all the things around it, right? Mental health, how you feel, how to scale the things that are like detrimental to your success. So we got a couple guests here. I'm going to let y'all introduce yourselves.
Okay. I'm Brianna.
Hey, Brianna.
I'm new to entrepreneurship.
Brand new?
Yeah.
This your first business?
Yes, kind of. I feel like I've dabbled in it since I was a kid. Like I had a babysitting business. I had a tutoring business, but this is my first like fully working for myself time period. So yeah.
Why did you stop those? Her audio's loud enough, Reese? We're good? Why did you stop those things? Babysitting and what else?
Tutoring.
Yeah. Why did you stop?
Tutoring, I ended up becoming a full-time teacher. So I was tutoring at first and then I was teaching. So as a teacher, we had tutoring hours like after school. So it was kind of hard to like run my business. And
you had to tutor as a teacher?
No, but they were paying, like I was charging $60 an hour as a tutor and they were paying $40 an hour after school. So it just kind of made sense for me to service my own kids at school. After school, it was convenient. I could just stay on campus and I got to work with my kids. I'm
sorry, your school was paying you $40 a student.
Yeah.
Your business was paying $60 a student.
I know. The math did not quite make sense, but
I'm saying you said that made sense.
Convenience-wise, it made more sense.
I see.
I was tired.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, I didn't feel like grinding and like keeping my own business up. I was exhausted after teaching. So if I could just sit in the library and take care of a couple kids for $40 an hour, that was fine.
Okay, I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that. Well, it's the 40 minus taxes, which is like 25.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? Like
those taxes are so bad. Yeah. Yeah, they were bad.
So you just traded 60 for 25?
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that because maybe that extra $35 an hour, which by the way is more than doubling what you'll get paid for your kids, meaning you can take half the amount of kids the school gives you, tutor them, and make more money.
Sure could have. Mm-hmm.
Like if they give you 10, you can do 5 on your own and make more than they give you.
Yeah, which I plan on doing that now.
Good. Okay. I just want to get some perspective.
Yeah, for sure. No, I know it. Honestly, I'll charge a lot more than $60 an hour now. But yeah.
Yeah, but again, but also it's not necessarily a bad thing because it does take a lot of energy to go build something your own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You and Donnie did an episode about kind of starting and stopping, and I was like,
that's all you. Okay.
This is
I
me.
got you.
I would like make the business, make the LLC, all the things. I was like, I got to go get people. I was like, don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's a different.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Give me your name again.
Bree Yancey.
Bree Yancey. And your Instagram is like Bree.Yancey or something.
Bree.Yancey.
Bree.Yancey. Okay. Yeah. Make sure y'all follow Bree. Okay. So, the teaching, I see why you stopped that. And then nannying or babysitting, right?
Yeah, that was like when I was real little. Yeah, my dad, he had like made me a little business to get me started because he was an entrepreneur.
Gotcha. But no entrepreneurship since then until now?
Yes.
And what's it now?
I joined MMU last year, September. Didn't have a business, didn't know what I was going to do, really. I wouldn't even try to tutor for real. And Terica had a pop-up here. Mm-hmm. I was kind of interested in real estate just a little bit. I had happened to I ended up at a gala for this multifamily movement. I was like, what is this? What are y'all talking about? Like, what is real estate investing? How you spell that? I don't know. Literally, what are y'all talking about? Why are y'all so excited? And then Terica had that pop-up. Real estate was already kind of in my mind. So I just flew out here. I was good for a day trip to Atlanta. I'm from Dallas. Yeah. I would hop on a plane, take off of work. I was I'll go out here 6 a.m., go back home by 10. So I came out here. And I met some of the inner circle people. They were sitting right behind me, and they were in there cutting up, that whole row of them, they were acting up. So, talked to them afterwards, and I was just like, I gotta move out here. I literally was like, I gotta move to Atlanta, get around some of these people.
Wow.
And real estate had really piqued my interest at that point. So I was like, I'm gonna join her. I found out when the new inner circle class was gonna be. I was like, I gotta join. So, tried short-term rentals on my own. That didn't work because they were shutting it down in Dallas. Tried multifamily, didn't have enough capital, so couldn't get into that. So I joined Terica's group in January, and then I moved out here last month. Well, in August. And now I have a triplex and I'm got short-term rentals. I got Airbnbs, all the things. So,
wow.
Yeah.
So you have a triplex now?
Yes.
From like the teachings of Terica?
From the
That's
teachings
incredible.
of Terica.
Congratulations.
Yes.
That's incredible.
Shout out to Coach.
Lynn Smith. Oh, for sure. Shouts out to Terica Lynn Smith.
Shouts out to Coach.
Give me the numbers behind your triplex.
Okay, so the triplex works because I don't want Terica to beat me up. Okay? The triplex works because of the short-term rental play that I'm running. If it was like just and it's an equity play, so it's equity play and short-term rental.
You bought
play.
it.
So I'm on a lease. I was just explaining to him, I'm on a lease to purchase right now because I had like a really short window to get out here. The builder couldn't get it done in time. And then the lender, we got an appraiser. The lender didn't want to lend the amount that the appraisal came back at. Yeah. So we had a back and forth. The builder wanted to charge this much. The lender didn't want to lend that much. I just needed to get here. So he was like, well, I'll put you on a lease and you can purchase it anytime during your lease. And there's a whole bunch of contingencies, like a certain percentage of my lease amount is going to go towards my purchase. They can't charge me more than a certain amount when I'm ready to purchase, all these things. So,
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
And so how much you pay per month?
Oof. You gonna get in my business?
Of course.
My gosh.
Well, I'm just for the building because I want to know like how much you pay and how much you expect to make.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. So my lease right now is $9,000 a month. For three, so each unit is 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and there's 3 of them.
Got it.
So $9,000, which is, if it was being rented out long-term tenants, it probably would have been making about $3,000 tops per unit. So cool, he got his max, but short-term rentals is expected to make $5,000 per unit.
Oh, good. Okay.
Month. Yeah.
I ain't mad at that. Good. I'm proud.
And that's like on the low end. Yeah. So I'm also doing social media. I'm doing like a whole bunch of like marketing on my end, like reaching out to insurance agencies, travel people, like all these things to like really get it stacked up.
You could do some content weekends too.
Cause I did this thing. Yeah. Like it's beautiful.
It's nice.
You
should promote it as content, like a spot where people can come shoot their podcast.
Yeah, cause it's beautiful. My I'm only 3 weeks in, by the way, so this is like new. But my cleaners yesterday, they were like, "Do you have an interior design business?" Like they trying to get me to make a business.
Really?
I'm not trying to do.
And where's it at? What side of town?
It's right by Lee and White, that new area they just built.
What's that?
Where they do like wine Wednesdays and.
Is it downtown?
It's right by Tyler Perry Studios.
Okay.
Like,
East Point,
I could almost throw a rock.
Yeah. Okay.
Thing, yeah.
All right. Well, congratulations. That sounds fun. Sounds exciting.
Yeah, it's like 10 minutes from the airport, like 8 minutes from downtown. Like, it's really good.
Yeah, and you're betting on yourself, man. So that's awesome.
Yeah, I retired from teaching, like literally retired, cash out on my retirement check.
So this is your full source of income now.
Job.
Okay. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. This was supposed to happen.
And I have a wholesaling business, but I don't know if I can even call it that because I ain't made no money yet.
It's all good. This is supposed to happen. I got you. Okay. Joseph, what's up, man? I promised him and I reiterated that this isn't the hot seat. He already experienced the hot seat. So hopefully we got some improvements so far.
Yeah.
Okay. Introduce yourself, man.
Yeah, so I'm Joseph Abraham. My company is called King Speaks Life, and I help believers unlock their highest potential so they can live a kingdom purpose life.
Okay. How do you help them do that?
So I take them through my process. So I have my coaching programs. I have books that I walk them through, and I have my 6-week program as well that I coach them through.
Okay. Awesome. So they got your story. Hey, make sure you go look up his episode on the hot seat, and you'll get to know all the stuff about him. Yeah. So let's jump into it. I want to make this extremely valuable for you all. So I am full-fledged entrepreneurship, blood in, blood out. I'm an entrepreneur and I love teaching entrepreneurship, and I can see things inside your entrepreneurial journey that I can assist with. But I think it's important that you know what you need assistance with so I can help you. This will be valuable. So either one of you, if you have a question, we can start right there. What you got?
Okay, so something from this morning.
Yep.
When you asked about product versus service, I didn't know whether... I'm not just on Airbnb, so I call it short-term rentals, or kind of hotel service. I didn't know if that was a product or a service that I have. Like I have a building and people come stay. I'm like, is that a product? I don't know. But I guess it's a service. And then wholesaling, basically I'm flipping contracts. That's also a service. I'm kind of just like connecting a seller to a buyer. And then you're like, if you have a service, you need a product. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't know what product I can, and you were like, and you need a podcast. So
oh yeah, 100%.
I guess I'm trying to figure out, I have a service or 2 service-based businesses now. Yeah. And I guess I need to start a podcast, and I guess I need to get a product, but I'm like, I don't know. Do you do all that at one time? Like,
yes.
Not that I feel overwhelmed, but I'm like, okay, I'm trying to time block my schedule and try to figure out when do I start adding different layers. So
you have to be, I think you have to be this total person, but it all needs to make sense. For instance, if you are, well, I guess you're not in a relationship because you just moved, right?
Yeah, no.
But you've been in a relationship before.
Yeah.
So being in a relationship, you have to be all the stuff. Like as a man, I have to not only be a husband, I have to also be a father. I also have to be a protector. I also have to be a provider. I also have to make sure everybody feels safe. I have to make sure I'm tapping into and noticing the emotional side of all these women in my house, because it's just me and my son, the only men in the house. And he's 2. He's going to be 2. But I have to be all of that. And the question is like, yo, how do you be all of that? Well, I mean, you just have to be all of that, right? Yeah. So as an entrepreneur, it all has to make sense. The goal big goal, is booking out your Airbnbs, right?
Yeah.
Because that's where the big investment is.
Yeah.
And you're on the hook for $9,000 every single month.
Hello.
The question is, how do we do that? Well, we have to wrap other things around it. So I'm gonna go through you were on the call this morning, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The tail end of it.
Okay. Be on time, man.
Yeah.
All right, so let me see. All right, cool. So cool.
Fully committed. I was like, I have to show up every day.
So I want you to create a low ticket product, but the low ticket product isn't just for immediate income, which it really, really helps. But this low ticket product should be a direct path into the main goal of booking this thing, right? So let's say, for instance, you're going to create a ebook or some sort of book on design, interior design. You're just naturally good at it. You didn't go to school for it or anything, right?
No.
You create a book or some sort of product that teaches people how to do what you do. Well, the book might be $20 or $47 or whatever. You find a pain point with a group of people and you relieve that pain point. We have a pain point here, right? We're just trying stuff in the background, like what looks good. I'm over there fidgeting with the stuff back here, like trying to figure out what's going to look, I don't know, right? Well, maybe if you had a book that solves that pain for me, I'd buy it. That might be $20 in your pocket. Well, if you're talking to an audience of people who need design services, they're probably maybe content creators, or you're going to rent out this Airbnb as a tour to show them the stuff that you did in the design book. The book might be $20, but this 6-week mentorship might be $1,000 or $500. There might be, and you might find an audience of people. Maybe your audience is men. Well, why would men need interior design services?
Yeah, that's my cleaner. He's a guy, and he was like, I need to be your first client. Yeah, for sure. He's like, I need help with my house.
100%. You got to think about that man. You live by yourself, Joe?
Yes. Well, me and my son.
Gotcha. You got to think about him. I don't know, but it could probably use some improvement.
Yeah.
As a man, you feel me? Like, we want nice stuff, but we're not wired that way.
Exactly. He was like, I have a nice couch, but he's like, this mirror that you got he's like, I just need some extra.
I've never been in Joseph's house, but he probably got a couch, probably mad plants around.
He got my house right now.
He got mats or like a rug that he thought was cool. Probably some antique type stuff, a bookshelf, TV.
Yeah.
But no TV, because I like to be just focused.
Oh, well, no TV. But if you did have a TV, it'd probably be on one of them really low TV stands.
Probably wooden.
I really, really want to see the couch combination you put together. The bedroom. There's probably a bed, a drawer.
Nice.
It's nice.
A mirror.
Yeah.
You seen it?
Nope.
I haven't seen it either, but I know.
The benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, for sure.
I can see what
you see what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's an audience of people,
Yeah.
right, that need that, and maybe I need to understand design services because I want to shoot this podcast. Well, I'm showing you the design look, and that could lead you into using your space because it's already designed and somebody doesn't have the budget to do all the stuff that you did in it, and they'll book your space. Mm-hmm. But we need to know like what the ultimate goal is. Or if we're not going to go into design services, maybe we're going, because we still got to rent this thing out, short-term stay book or ebook or something like that.
Yeah.
So not in terms of how to get into the business, but what to do when you're in Atlanta for a short-term stay. So let's say we gather all the things that you can do in Atlanta, right? Well, people that are coming into Atlanta every single day would need that book. I know when I go to a city, I don't know what's going on. I try to talk to some locals or a friend of mine. I don't know what's happening. I gotta Google best food. But if there's a package for Atlanta, for the people that are coming, you can promote and market that book. But when they're looking for somewhere to stay, who are they gonna ask? Right. You see what I'm saying? But that low ticket product allows some immediate income. You might be selling 3, 4, 5 a day, which is why I said we need to start a podcast, because let's say we're having a podcast about all things Atlanta. What is all things in Atlanta book podcast? We'll sell the book. The book and the podcast sell what?
The rental.
The rental.
Okay.
If you're coming to Atlanta, this is what you need to know.
Okay.
But when I put it like that, it doesn't seem like a lot, right? It just all fits together. If I have a book and a podcast and I'm trying to rent this, it doesn't seem like, oh, I got to do a book, I got to do a podcast, and then I got to do this business. It's not separate.
Right.
It's all together.
It's all one flow, one stream. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
So what do you think that product's going to be?
Okay, so you just brought some ideas to mind. So I can't take full credit for the design. Shout out to I don't have siblings. I have a cousin. She's like my little sister. So my little sister, she did what's called the renderings for the place. Like we're both just stumbling into this. She still lives in Dallas. She wants to move out here. But I found this website like spoke.com where you can like put designs together. I like literally sent it to her because I'm analytical. I was a math teacher, so I'm negotiating deals. Like I'm doing all this. I was like, girl, I can't design this place right now. Like here, use this website. Good luck. Just try something. Like she's super creative. So we like talked about inspo and stuff, but she did the renderings, and then like I came here and like I brought it to life. Like I found all the stuff, like did all this, like did all that by myself. So she could definitely do an ebook on design. That would be perfect because she wants to go into business with me. So she could do an ebook on design. I could do an ebook on how to start your first short-term rental by yourself. I came out here by myself. Like I ain't got no husband, no boyfriend, no kids. Like, so I came out here like literally me, like 130 pounds and like put together like 6 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. Like don't recommend it, but it's possible because you see all these short-term rental people, they usually have like a team or at least a husband or a wife that they're doing it with. Like you don't see a lot of people just like getting out the mud by themselves as far as setting units up. So that would probably be cool. And that would be cool to do a podcast on my journey of what I have experienced because it has been interesting.
100%.
So,
I bet.
Yeah, that would be neat.
I'm going to ask both of you an interesting question.
Yes.
Is it possible to be losing money in a business, but that business be necessary to make money?
That is so good. That's a question that I have for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to ask, how long should I stay with a system and a process when I know this business eventually will begin to make a lot of money? It has the potential. How long do I actually stay consistent in that area?
I got you. Put a pin in the question because I'm answering it.
Okay.
But I want to like maybe shape how you see it.
Okay.
Let's say that $9,000 a month rent, right? Is it possible to be losing, like let's say for instance, that business, the mortgage is $9,000 or the lease is $9,000. Is it okay if you're only making $6,000 from that rental?
okay, I think in certain case scenarios, it depends on, I guess, what you would call like your exit strategy or like what your long-term goal is. So right now, I like my first month, I didn't make enough, like, because I like listed it maybe like a couple weeks into September. So like as far as like my October payment, I didn't have enough money like from the rental to cover my October payment. I had to come out of pocket. But with me knowing that my goal is to purchase this property, the mortgage is going to be a lot lower. The equity is going to be crazy. Like my exit strategy on the building makes sense. So if I'm losing right now and I know I'm going to win down the road, it's worth it in a sense.
Even if you don't buy it, let's say for instance, how long of this $9,000 mortgage, it only making $6,000.
You keep trucking.
You keep going.
Oof.
How long? It's a battle.
Can I say something? So I have an Airbnb in West Midtown, but me and my fiance, we created a podcast studio out of it, outside of the Airbnb. But we're using our budget to market my coaching business first, and we not rent it out, but Airbnb it out until we could get enough to actually start marketing the podcast, because that's what we really want. We want to make money from the podcast side of it. So in that sense, sometimes, so like this month, I'm getting married.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So I'm going to be using that space to probably get some relatives to stay in so they don't have to go into a hotel. So we can't Airbnb it out, even though we had the opportunity for 2 months. Somebody wanted to rent it out, but this month, what would you do in my situation to hold on to it? Because it's taking a loss now because we got to pay the rent, but nothing's coming in. What would you do?
There's a lot.
Yeah.
Hold on. I wanna make a call real quick. Oh crap. I wanna make a call real quick because I want to, hopefully this person picks up and I can kind of shape how you're looking at income accumulation and building a business. I got it. Zoe, what up?
What's up, man? What's happening, man?
Man, I'm good, brother. You're live on the Social Proof Podcast. I had a question for you.
What you got going on?
Yeah, you do interior design for other people, right?
Right, yeah, for sure, man.
What do you charge typically? And I know it ranges, but around what do you charge?
It ranges depending on the minimum is like $20K, but goes already up to like, I ain't want to say this online, bro.
It's all good. It's all good.
$20K though.
Minimum $20K, and what do you? That minimum $20K is to do what?
That's my design fee. So that's not including the furniture or nothing. That's just me like designing and being the project manager for the whole entire home, you know?
Wow. You do those often?
Oh yeah, a lot.
You do them a lot. Why do people? Why
I'm doing 2 of them right now.
Why do people pay you to do this?
I don't know, man. I think a lot of people just like the way I design, but I just take it as a blessing, man. You know, but I think a lot of people really pay me because I get it done quick and I do a good job. To be honest, I think most interior designers on a normal home, 4-bedroom, 5-bedroom home, gonna take about 4 or 5 months. You know, to get it, make it look nice. I can do it. I can get it done in like a month, 2 months at the latest. Really, a month to be honest. You know.
Wow.
A lot of my clients, they don't like to wait, and then they want stuff nice. So it's like, you know, so I got advantage of a lot of my competitors where they may work steady with it, but I kind of work at a quick pace, you know?
I love it. Okay. Yeah, that's the only question I have for you, man. I appreciate it. Make sure y'all follow my brother, Mr. Zeta Go. Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. Appreciate it, man.
No doubt.
I'll get with you.
Yes, sir. There's a lot of things you can do with $500. I mean, you can have a night out with your significant other. You could buy some really expensive shoes. Well, really nice shoes are about double $500. You could buy a course where you can learn something for $500. But I have something better for you to do with the $500. I want to meet with you every single morning for the rest of your life. Well, maybe not the rest of your life, but every morning, Monday through Friday, for the rest of the year. I have information and game that have allowed me to build a successful business, a successful community, and a successful life all the way around. But I want to share that with you. But the only way we can accomplish this is not me selling you a course, not me giving you a one-on-one consultation, because even with that, you'll get the information, but you'll need more. I want to meet with you every single morning. Now, would I meet with someone every morning for $500 for a year? And the answer is yes. Actually, we've been doing this thing since 2017. We have what's called the morning meetup. Every single month, we have a theme, whether it's social media, whether it's motivation, whether it's strategy, whatever it is, we have a theme for the month, and every morning in that month, we have a conversation around that topic. And I am giving a wealth of knowledge, not only myself, but a lot of friends, a lot of people that you see on this podcast, they join every single week. So you need a community of people that you can grow with, and you need a coach. I'm your coach. The Morning Meetup is your community. Go to themorningmeetup.com. It's $499, and I will meet you every single morning for an entire year. Give it a shot. All right, so I'm going to ask this question again, then I'm going to get to your answer.
Okay.
What if your Airbnb is making $6,000 a month, but the mortgage is $9,000 a month? Is that okay with you?
No, and I've thought about that because I don't have to buy the triplex during my lease. It's a lease to purchase, but I don't have to, which has been really nice for me. It takes the stress off. But I was like, if I choose not to buy this thing and it's still coming up short, I listed it in September. I said by the end of the year, I would jump ship.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I want to shape the way you're looking at this. That loss could be necessary. The fact that you have 3 units, the mortgage is $9,000. What if the whole business model was that I'm decorating these so that I can use that as an opportunity to sell other people on my design services? Yeah. Mr. Zoda Gold charges $20,000 at least. Mm-hmm. So sometimes this, even if nobody stayed in there, maybe this is a $9,000 expense to show what I do. This is like the warehouse, not warehouse, but the showroom for other people, saying I designed it this way, design it that way. And let's say just because you're getting started, you only charge $10,000. Well, what if we spent most of the time that we have trying to get 2 clients a month? Well, this Airbnb might be producing $6,000. We're at a $3,000 loss, but it's necessary for me to go make $20,000. So I keep it. And the goal isn't to make the extra $1,000 a month or $3,000 a month or $5,000. That's not the goal of that. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm saying we need to have a low ticket product that leads into something, but the thing we're leading into needs to be the business that we already have. There's ways to make money even when you're losing money. The loss is necessary. Like people are like, yo, can I stay here for a week or can I have it for 2 months? No, it's necessary that I lose money on that so I can keep it open so people can walk through and see the different styles and designs, and every room is designed differently. And this is my showroom, and we're doing a podcast in each room in these buildings every single day to talk about the style, design, and we're pulling up other people's Airbnbs and other people's styles. That's why on the call today, I said around the thing that we do, we need to get more information. You need to be very, very knowledgeable in an area, because the smarter you are, the smarter you sound about this space, the more people are going to say, oh, I need this person to be my person to do it. Mm-hmm. Got it? Mm-hmm. So that ebook might be the thing that allows you to make some money fast. You start building your authority, build a podcast around it. People will stay in there, but that may not be the whole goal. So I'm giving y'all a whole lot, but I'm just trying to change the way you look at business and how you make money.
For sure.
Got it? Mm-hmm. So give me your question one more time. I want to
My question, so I have an Airbnb in Midtown, and we're trying to also do a podcast, a studio, basically in that space where we rent it out to people.
Okay.
But now we're focused on the business I'm doing with helping believers unlock their highest potential as a coach.
Yep.
How long should I take a loss? Because we're trying to once we're able to focus on that, that's when we'll get to it type thing? Or can
Into
we
what?
Into the podcast to start renting it out so people can come in and shoot their podcast?
You have a studio that the goal is to rent it out to other people to shoot their podcast and make money from it, correct?
Right now, we just do Airbnb to have some money coming into it. But so how long, basically what I'm asking, how long should we just leave it there? Even though we know we want to get there, but I'm focusing on my coaching program right now. This is just something on the side to generate not passive, just
Well, here's the
income.
thing. We just got to make a decision.
Okay.
Is this going to be a podcast studio or is it going to be an Airbnb? You just got to make a decision. Yeah. You understand?
Yeah.
You have to say, this is my plan. I'm not suggesting that you lose money on your Airbnb, but what I'm saying is there's ways to make money if we make a decision about who we're going to be.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Who are we going to be? What business are we building? Is the business to build, are you helping believers? Are you doing Airbnb, or are you a content creation studio? It's very difficult to build a solid brand using doing those three at the same time. It's very, very difficult, very challenging. If you say this is going to be an Airbnb, well, one, you can only make so much money from an Airbnb. Yeah. And then you have to do something else. But let's say, for instance, you're doing the Airbnb and I have one and I'm making it make money. I'm making an extra $1,000 so that I can show other people how to make extra $1,000. That business might make $1 million. Mm-hmm. Or if we're doing a podcast studio, well, that might be a bigger income stream because I'm letting people shoot their podcast, but I'm also consulting them on the look, which means you need to find out how to make something look good. Mm-hmm. What does the focal length mean? What is the aperture? How do I get the background blurred out behind me? You got to educate yourself on every area of this, because now my goal is to be the number one place for content creators to come record their stuff. But the only reason I'm doing that is because I want to build another one, or I want to do consulting for podcasts. And maybe somebody doesn't want to come to. Perfect example. I did a podcast in Vegas yesterday, and I'm sitting there, and it looks so nice. Not necessarily the studio, but the way it's lit, the way I look, cameras, I'm looking at the lenses, I'm just super interested. The guy comes in he runs the podcast studio. My friend just rents it from him. He runs the podcast studio, and he starts telling me about the different lights and the different lenses and stuff he got. I said, bruh, would you do some consulting? I have a studio, and you're giving me some game that I need. Yes. I was like, yo, would you do some consulting? He said, no, just text me. I got you. No problem. I'm saying, well, maybe that is a business set up so that I can do consulting for other podcasts. The fact that he has one could lead into another gig. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. One of my friends, Billy, he moved from Tennessee, and he came to Atlanta, and I paid him to set up my studio. And he was like, and then I just referred him to somebody else. That person gave him $5,000 to set up their studio. Now, what if he gets a studio so that he can do this other side of the business? But it's going to come down to you building a brand, a cohesive brand. Yeah. You're just doing a lot of stuff, and I can't follow you to see where I should go to you for. Yeah. You got to make a decision.
I'm not the face of that podcast. I have somebody else. It's my idea, and we're working it, but my face is just on the coaching side. If you come in, I'm not the one you're talking to. If trying to book it and stuff, I don't know, but I don't care what business your face is on. Okay. The problem is your brain's on all of it. Okay. And you only have a small portion of your brain that you can use. We don't use all of our brain. I think that's what's said, right? Mm-hmm. But let's just imagine that we can put 100% of our brain on something. Well, if we put it on something else, now it's divided. And I'm telling you, it takes 100% of everything you have to make $1 million. Your first $1 million for sure. Yeah. It takes 100% of your brain. And if your brain is on your relationship, your fiance, right?
and Airbnb and this podcast studio that you got to consider and think of, and your consulting, well, now all 4 of those things only get 25% of your brain.
And being a father.
There's some baked in stuff that you can't get away from. Being in a relationship, being a father.
Yeah.
That's baked in. Being a good fiance, being a good father, that takes a lot of brain power in itself.
That's true.
But you're unnecessarily adding more stuff on to think about. And that's where the breakdown happens.
Okay.
You've got to make a decision. If you're going to be a consultant, don't talk to me about nothing else. Be a consultant in this one area. And your whole world needs to be about that. When I was building my t-shirt brand, my whole world was about Sleep is for Suckers. That's why my Instagram is Sleep is for Suckers. My Twitter is Sleep is for Suckers. My YouTube channel is called Sleep is for Suckers HD. Everything about me said, I pushed this t-shirt brand, nothing else. Now, eventually it went into consulting because people started asking me, and then I wrote a book. But I wrote a book talking about what? How I built this t-shirt brand and how I went all in. And I'm at a point now where I have some extra resources where I can hire some people, bring some people on to help out with other stuff. And now my brain is on a lot of things, but here's what I'm telling you right now. If I didn't do all of the things, if my brain wasn't on all of the other cool stuff that's like my outlet for entrepreneurship, I'd be a lot more successful today. If I wasn't doing Podcast Summit and I wasn't doing the morning meetup and I wasn't shooting this podcast and I wasn't doing Hot Seat and I wasn't trying to get speaking gigs and I wasn't trying to buy more buildings and we're actually building out another one. If I wasn't doing all of that, I'd be a billionaire probably right now. Yeah. So I'm not saying that you're the only person that deals with this or you're the only, I deal with it too. But I'm just at a point where I enjoy the stuff that I do and I've made enough money and I have some stuff coming in and some stuff going on where it affords me to like cut my success curve. I'm cutting it. I'm cutting my success curve. Okay. If my whole world was about like morning meetup, that joint would explode.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
There are times where that's,
Yeah. But in the beginning, y'all can't afford that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Y'all can't do what I'm doing right now.
I heard that word, afford.
You understand? You can't afford it.
I can't afford that. Yeah.
You understand?
Sure. Yeah, for sure.
Y'all have to go all in. Everything you do needs to be about this thing.
Okay.
Waking up in the morning, figuring out how to do this thing.
Yeah. Okay.
If you want to build something successful.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you want to like flounder for the rest of your lives, go ahead, flounder. I'm not mad at that.
Mm-hmm.
We got to lock in.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Okay, I heard you say something about team and maybe like delegating some stuff. So my sister who does the design side of things, like I guess like when do you start delegating tasks or maybe like getting employees on board or contracted workers? Like,
You got some money? You got some money?
Exactly. It's like
you can either have money or you can sell a dream, but the only way you're going to sell the dream is if that person sees that you're extremely focused.
Okay.
So
okay,
you need to know where you're going first. Yeah. Before y'all start building a team or getting, delegating things to people, there needs to be a very clear vision of where we're going.
Okay.
You are a media company or you're the best coach in the world in terms of spiritual beliefs, or you're going to be the interior design queen, which if we had this conversation before, you probably wouldn't have bought that triplex because we would need to know the focus.
Right.
We need to know, we would, maybe, I don't know. So let's say we had this conversation. You're like, okay, my brand is not going to be about getting an Airbnb and trying to make that money, but my brand is going to be about being the interior design queen. You may have not bought it so fast.
Right. So then, as you're talking now, because my social media, I literally don't exist. Like I have another page that I had like in college and stuff, and like it's just deactivated or something.
Yeah.
So my new page, like I follow like 20 people as entrepreneurs and like I haven't posted nothing. So as I'm thinking of what I'm going to brand myself as, I'm like, okay, so do I brand myself as short-term rental and then I let my sister brand herself as interior design, but we're like working in the same business, or do we need to have a cohesive?
Don't worry about what your sister's going to brand herself as. You need to have a vision.
Yeah.
Just walk through it. Let's say you are going to brand yourself as a Airbnb short-term rental guru, let's say. And is that something that you're leaning towards? Like, what do you want your brand to be about? Let's start there.
I know well, there's money in both. There can be money wherever. So
I'm not asking about where the money is.
Okay.
I'm asking about where you are.
I enjoy the short-term rental side of things more than the design.
What do you learn? What do you like about short-term rentals?
I like the whole process of acquiring a building, like the whole negotiation of your numbers, whether you're gonna like buy or whether you're gonna lease. I like the negotiation, the acquisitions process, finding a good deal, and then the whole setup process, like the automation systems. I love systems, like all those things. So like all of my stuff is systematized, like got everything set up like within a month, like I'm quick, efficient. So I enjoyed the design as far as I didn't enjoy the creating the design. I enjoyed setup.
Okay. All right. So let's remove design.
Okay.
But the way you see yourself is acquiring more and more short-term rentals, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And you have one. So the next few months, you need to focus on making it profitable. Okay? Your whole social media needs to be about you making this short-term rental profitable. Got it? And this is leading into what you see yourself as, because if that one's profitable and you come to me and say, hey, David, I do short-term rentals. This is what I do. Look at the spreadsheet. We're making an extra $3,000 a month from that. Your goal might be to partner with people who want to get into the space because you love the negotiation, the finding, the acquisition, the making it all good, right? And one of the expenses or line items is your sister. We need to get somebody to come in here and design it. I like that part. Well, if that is your focus, then now you know what you need to do. I need to get 5 more by the end of 2025. If you don't have the capital yourself, you find people that got the capital, and you can scratch that itch of the negotiations and acquisitions and building it out and making it profitable. But it's important to make it profitable because that's the only way I'm going to be interested, or anybody else is going to be super interested.
Yeah, for sure.
You got it?
Yeah.
So Terica, she just, I won't say who it is, but somebody, well, you can come in. So somebody did she just did a raise. I put money into it, and some other people put money into it. And they was really willing to put 6 figures into this investment because Terica knows what she's doing and she has a long track record.
For sure.
So it's easier to convince people to say, all right, well, invest in this because look at all the ones I've done before.
Yeah, for sure.
You feel me? But if you want to be this, you can't run a business off of, oh, I just like negotiating and stuff like that.
Facts.
There needs to be a focus. You want to have 100 Airbnbs?
Yes.
Or 100 short-term rentals?
Yeah.
Well, start walking towards that. With this one, you need to focus on making it profitable because it ain't about the negotiation. It's about making it profitable.
For sure.
And guess what happens when you get 5 and you get 10 that are profitable? You start speaking at Property Challenge Live. You start speaking around the country. You start getting on podcasts, and you'll get people reaching out to you saying, hey, I got an extra $50,000 in the bank. I'm trying to figure out what we could do with it. You're like, I know exactly what we can do with it. But your whole brand needs to be about this thing. You understand?
I understand.
And I don't know if that's going to be the direction, but once you figure out what you want to be, the question is, how do I become that? What are all the things I need to do to become that? And then it starts charting your activity. Without a goal, the things we do on a regular basis will just jump around. Like, I know that you don't have a super crystal clear goal on who you want to become. The only reason I know that is because you spend part of your time thinking about Airbnbs and podcast studios and coaching people. You might have a desire, but it's not super clear in your mind, and you're not super determined. But once you figure out what that North Star is, the question is, what do I need to do to become this?
Yeah. So would you say these things are like distractions? Because they look good and it's I have it. Let's do something with it, because I had the studio, I had the space. I was like, well, I could do something else with it.
Yeah.
So get rid of the distractions. That's what you're just saying. Just
100%.
Okay.
All the stuff that looks good are typically distractions.
Okay. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's one thing. I'm new to entrepreneurship, but I don't have that entrepreneur brain where it's like I'm just like all over the place. Like I feel like y'all have like so many ideas and people be jumping at everything. I'm like, I get like locked into one thing, but it's a detriment too, because I don't just have a lot of ideas, and ideas are necessary too. So
definitely need ideas.
Yeah, that's why I appreciate my sister, because she's like the $1 million ideas every day girl, but she like can't focus and like actually get anything done, and like I get things done. Like
you're blessed in that way.
Get it done. Like, oh, I'm gonna start an Airbnb, get that done. Like I'm a checklist girl.
But you do need to have ideas on how to do the thing. Like you're locked in, but you need ideas on how to grow the thing that you're locked in on.
Right. Yeah. Then that's
you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm missing.
And then just getting a clear target of who you want to become.
Yeah.
Well, I know I want to be the coach.
So you want to be are you sure?
I'm positive. I want to help a lot of people. That's what, and I don't want to, I guess sometimes I get money driven when it comes to these things that I have, some things that, I can make money off of this. This will be quick, instead of just putting my focus on the thing that I do have a desire to do when the lights are cut.
Yeah, if you need quick money, you just make the quick money in the thing that you've decided that you're going to make the big money in.
Yeah.
So if you're a coach, it's not like, I need to go get an Airbnb to make quick money.
Yeah.
Or to build a studio to get quick money. If I'm going to be the coach, how do I get quick money being this coach?
Yeah.
How do I go get some clients? Or maybe I just start this podcast, or I start doing this live streaming where I'm helping people live.
Speaking of podcasts,
what's up?
I do have a podcast.
Good.
And the views, I've been posting consistently every week. And the content and the lighting looks good. What advice that you can give me to help me even grow of something maybe I'm missing?
It could suck.
Yeah. But the shorts do really well. I don't know why. The shorts do numbers.
Oh, really?
But the long content, I'm just like.
All right, well, if the shorts do well, then maybe the podcast doesn't suck.
Yeah.
How are you promoting it?
I'm just posting every day on YouTube, and just I do the long content a week when it comes to the long format, and I chop that up and do shorts throughout the week.
Gotcha. You just post it on Instagram.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Sometimes on Instagram, but I'm trying to focus in just on YouTube because it does a lot of numbers.
Okay.
So.
Not mad at that. What else do you do to build it?
What else do I do? Come up with great content. See what the people are saying. See people that's in the industry of coaching, seeing what they're doing. Seeing
what are they doing?
Basically, what I'm seeing is the format of their thumbnails. I'm trying to mimic them a little bit, not to copy their whole style, but just to see if it will work on my platform.
Is it working?
I seen a new one that I was looking at to create a thumb. I haven't made that thumbnail yet, but the last ones didn't work. The ones
what's your page? What's your Instagram?
It's, Instagram King Speaks King Speaks _
Speaks _ yep.
Yeah, underscore.
Did you have a different one?
What?
Yeah, did you have a different Instagram before?
Yeah, I remember I changed my name. I just changed the name from King Energy to King Speaks.
Okay. So the last one you posted on Instagram was 2 days ago.
Yeah.
The one before that was September 12th, which was 3 weeks ago.
But that's when I'm trying to just focus on YouTube. That's why I wasn't posting.
All right, where's your YouTube?
It's _ King Speaks.
_ King Speaks.
I don't know. Should I change the podcast? Because some people say they have a hard time finding it.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time finding it.
Let me see.
Oh, so King Speaks is your channel.
Yeah, King
And
Speaks.
your Instagram and your YouTube is actually King Speaks _
Yes.
First thing you need to know what your channel is.
What, the King Speaks?
Yeah, bro. You said it was _ King Speaks, but it's actually King Speaks _
Okay, yes.
So you need to figure that.
Yeah,
So tell the right
it's
people.
from my TikTok.
I
My
understand.
TikTok, I got it _ King Speaks. See, I got to fix that.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm your host, Joseph Abraham.
It does look
And I'm
good, though.
here with some good
Thank you.
news, guys. I love this topic, right? Today we're going to talk about taking advantage of the moment where you at right now with what you have.
All right. So for one, I'm gonna play this again.
Okay.
Actually, I'll play it.
Welcome
my
to
editing.
King Speaks, and I'm your host, Joseph Abraham, and I'm here with some good news, guys. I love this topic, right? Today we're going to
Golly, what are we talking about?
I said today we're going to talk about.
We're 12 seconds in.
Okay.
What if the video started here?
of the moment where you at right now with what you have.
Okay.
It's very
Today we're going to talk about how to take the moment of where you're at, whatever you just said, whatever the topic is. Let's jump into it.
Okay.
We don't need hello, King Speak, especially right now because you don't have like a following just yet.
Yeah.
But we need to like get into the information.
Yeah.
And I would imagine if there's some people that are liking it, but there's not many comments, they're not engaging with it, then it might not be good content. You might be good with clips, but long form conversation, it's just too fluffy.
Okay.
We're not really getting into it. It's not very helpful. I don't know.
Yeah.
But you got to take a look at that. Do people listen? Do people watch your show?
Yeah. It's a low number, but they watch it.
Who? Like, do you ever get people like, yo, I saw that last episode. It was amazing.
Yes, when I go to like Bible study, I go around my community Bible study in the church. They're familiar with my content, so they're like, "Man, that was really good."
Okay. And what is your coaching about?
Helping believers unlock their highest potential so they can live a kingdom, a purpose-filled life.
Okay.
A purpose kingdom life. Yes.
Okay. So the description of the channel, King Speaks, a dynamic motivational speaker specializing in guiding individuals on a transformative journey to discover their life's purpose with a focus on personal development. He empowers others to achieve success and fulfillment by instilling strong beliefs in them. So one, I don't see a lot where it talks about your, what'd you say it was?
Helping believers unlock
Helping
their
believers, yeah. So your target is believers, but all your content is learn to see opportunities where you are, master your environment. We do have the secret of living a prosperous life, master your mind, unlock the path to success. We're talking about how to accomplish success, but I don't see where we're talking to the target market that you said you're talking to.
That's good.
None of these even align with that.
Wow. Okay.
So the topics need to align with your people.
Yes.
Because you're talking about success and I'm talking about success. If someone's looking at it as the word success, where it's like stuff that you built, well, why would they listen to you and not me? But if there's another type of success that you're talking about, you need to highlight that and talk about how you are the one you're the only person that talks about this.
Okay.
You are the go-to in this space. But you're talking about all the stuff I talk about.
Yeah.
So what's the difference?
That's good. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's on point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna shift that.
Yes.
Okay.
Any questions? Y'all good? Y'all good?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
Okay.
I do have a question
What's up?
because I've never built a brand before. I really don't like cameras or microphones or any of the things. I really don't even like being on social media. So
What don't you like about it?
I don't know. I've been introverted most of my life. Trying to break out of that. I got plenty of caffeine in my
What
system
don't you
right
like
now,
about what's
so
happening right now?
It's just uncomfortable.
Why are you uncomfortable?
I don't know. Maybe talk to a therapist.
Figure out. Just figure out why you're uncomfortable. Yeah, maybe talk to a therapist.
I feel like I'm like kind of awkward.
Because you can't describe it.
It feels awkward
What feels awkward?
being on camera. I guess
Describe the awkwardness right
of
now.
how people perceive me I just feel awkward.
What do you think they think about you right now?
I don't know.
Okay, so you
And that's
don't
not my
like
business, really.
you don't like what people think about you, or you're nervous about what people think, but you don't have any idea of what you think they think.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like I'm usually received well. So I don't know. I'm just shy overall. So it just people interactions in person or on camera just feel.
Did she seem awkward when y'all were talking?
No.
So that people interaction was cool?
I promise you it's the caffeine.
Well, just drink coffee before you get on the camera.
For sure. We'll need to.
It's necessary to do. If you're going to build this, if you're going to build the person you decide to be,
Yeah.
this is one of the necessary things. I don't like making sales. It's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be homeless, so
Hello.
I was in the mall, at a kiosk in the mall, and I had to sell
Yeah.
or else.
Or else. And that's where I'm at. Yeah. Or else.
So
So yeah.
get over it. You're fine. You did fine.
Yeah.
Did she seem nervous
Not at
or
all.
uncomfortable?
Like you done
Thank
this
y'all.
before.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess I'll ask, when I'm building a brand, YouTube versus Instagram versus like where I need to go on camera and when and how, like a podcast on YouTube or on Spotify. Like I just don't know where to start. Like who to
both.
talk to, where.
I got you.
Okay.
So let's come up with the idea that's going to be directly correlated to the thing that we're going to sell.
Yeah.
Whatever the brand is that you're going to build, we're going to do a podcast about that.
Okay.
And we take the video, put it on Facebook and YouTube, take the audio, you upload it to Spotify and Apple and things of that nature from a podcast distribution platform. So you can upload, like I use Red Circle, I upload the audio to Red Circle and it automatically goes to Spotify and Google and Apple, and I don't have to do it all separately.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
So you just have to deliver the content on a regular basis, put it out, take little clips, put it on the other platforms like the Instagrams, Twitter, TikTok, all that kind of, the same clip that you put on Instagram, put it on TikTok, all that kind of stuff. But you got to get active.
Yeah.
You have to.
Okay.
Good. This was a good conversation.
Yeah.
I hope all is well. Listen, y'all, this is, and maybe we'll just start bringing, Morning Meetup members. Y'all are pleased with Morning Meetup, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's really
Yeah.
good.
Show.
He
Okay.
bullied me onto there. Let me
It was
put
for
that
your
out.
own good.
If he's bullying you on Instagram, join. It's right.
100%.
It's worth it.
Now, a couple things might happen. One, people might reach out to you for some services because of this podcast, because you made a decision to be in the Morning Meetup. And two, you're new to Atlanta, you might find your lawyer in me.
Oh my
You
gosh.
feel me?
Follow
That's
Murphy
all
House
right.
ATL and book my Airbnb.
Hey,
That's
come on,
it.
man.
These
But,
guys out here scare me. I'm scared.
You should be. I ain't gonna lie. If you said I'm nervous about that, I'd be like, oh, I
Oh,
feel
I'm
you.
scared.
It gets weird out here.
And they can tell I'm not. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, but you might find that one.
Scared.
Don't be scared.
You
Stop
gotta
being
ask-
scared
you
of
gotta ask
stuff.
too many questions.
Stop being scared of stuff.
All right.
Stop being scared of stuff.
Okay.
Do you know who you are?
Yeah.
Who are you?
Brianna,
What else?
child of God.
A child of God?
Yeah, for sure.
Walking around scared?
I'm
Scared of who?
just
Scared of man?
super analytical. That's my problem.
So you're a scared child of God.
Oh my gosh. Don't say that. That don't go together.
I'm repeating what you said to me.
I'm not scared. I won't be scared anymore.
Okay. All right. So hit her DM, y'all.
Oh, jeez.
Now, but listen, man, this is the best opportunity in the world. Jump into the Morning Meetup. Go to themorningmeetup.com. It is the greatest community in the world. I'm literally on a call every single day doing the same exact thing. Every Thursday is Q&A. Monday through Wednesday, we do some sort of lesson. Friday is Community Day, where you get to meet everybody. You get to talk and you get to listen and connect with everybody. Also, there's a lot of support in the group, and you can connect with anybody around the country. And also, we have a book club, and we read are y'all reading the book?
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh, you're reading it. Bree, I'm gonna tell you this one time.
I am going to start today.
That book is fire.
It's so good.
I went to the meet. We had an ATL meetup
When?
on Sunday. You don't go to those?
No, I don't. First off, I don't get invited. I don't even get invited to the.
How are you not here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really dope. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, Nella and Tiffany, all the people were there. It was really fun. Talik,
good.
he's a mess. But yeah, we were talking. Me and Tiffany were the only ones that weren't reading the book, and we're about to start.
Yeah, she said it in the comments. I saw. I
Yeah.
think Monday. She said she was gonna start reading.
Hey, you still got the
up a book.
Start
affiliate
today.
program too?
I'm sorry.
The affiliate program?
We don't have an affiliate just yet because our platform doesn't allow it. But we're doing it a different way. So I will though.
Okay.
I will have an affiliate for you. Yeah. So listen, y'all, go to themorningmeetup.com. Join the community, man. It's either $79 a month or $500 for the year. And we talk every single day, and we have these actual live meetups a few times a year that you don't have to pay for, all for that one investment. So go to themorningmeetup.com. 2025 is going to be the biggest year that you've ever had financially, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically. It is going to be your year, okay? So if you want to be a part of a winning community and you want to come sit on the couch, go to themorningmeetup.com. All right, we love you. Like, subscribe, share this with somebody. We out. Peace. You just watched this whole episode. If you like this episode, watch this one right here. Click right here. You're going to like this one if you like the one you just watched. Check it out.